Hi guys. A couple of days ago, a friend of mine sent me a little package and I opened it and this little guy was in there and I fell in love with him right away. And I didn't know why, because maybe it was because it was so, no, not actually no. So I fell in love with him and it wasn't because he was so soft and tiny and everything. When I looked at him closer, I noticed that because I took him right off the package, his face was a little bit smushed and, well, one leg is a little bit shorter than the other and all kinds of things. You know what I mean? I'm sorry for saying that. So anyway, so I thought this is why I fell in love with him, because he was so imperfect. And then I was thinking, most people, when they look for anything, it has to be perfect. Or if they want to adopt an animal, the animal has to be perfect. The animal has to have all the papers. They have to be, the coloring has to be perfect. Excuse me. And it just goes on and on and on. So just after I came here to Canada, I got my open work permit and I was walking dogs, that was my job. And one of my clients, she said to me, if you don't take this dog, we're going to kill her. So of course I adopted her. I mean, it was the absolute wrong time because I had just gotten my papers. I didn't have any money. I was just looking for an apartment, but of course I adopted her. Her name was Rupert Bear. I called her just Rupert. She was an Airedale Terrier. She was 7 years young. And she had so many issues. I mean, it literally took me 6 months just to give her a hug. She was scared of her own shadow. So anyway, so once she was with me, we worked on everything. We talked about everything. And I helped her to overcome her fears because she was also neglected. So after 6 months too, I was able to walk her downtown Toronto. She didn't care about cars anymore, nothing. I walked her off the leash. I could go into stores. She was just waiting for me. She was perfect. I mean, I did dog training. She worked with me with aggressive dogs. This dog was, I mean, she was my heart. So when I first adopted her, like I said, she was 7 years, she had all those issues. One of my clients, she said to me, why would you ever adopt a dog like that? She really gave, she put my dog down. It was so horrible. So then after those 6 months, and I had worked with Rupert, and this lady saw her again, she said, wow, this dog is awesome. She would be the perfect dog for my mother. Her mother was in her 80s and she wanted to go for walks and she wanted a companion for her mother, right? So she wanted to adopt, well, actually she wanted to buy my dog companion. She wanted to buy Rupert. And I said no, because she's my family, right? I would never sell my family. And to be honest, she offered me $10,000 for my dog companion. And I said no, because first of all, I don't sell my animal family members. And second of all, she did not appreciate Rupert when she saw her first. But when she saw what Rupert could do, then she wanted to buy her. So here's the thing. Most people, they just go by the outside. They go, are you perfect? Or do you have this? Do you have this? But what they forget to look at the inside, where the real diamonds are. So the same thing, if people go to a shelter, they don't want a dog companion or a cat companion that is too, or even if they adopt a horse companion, they don't want somebody that's too old, too skinny, too big, or whatever. They look on the outside. But what we have to do is we have to look at the inside. That's where the jewels are. I mean, when you dig for diamonds, you don't find them in perfect shape, right? But you have to see the potential. I mean, look at us. I mean, we all have issues. We all have things that are not perfect. Look at my eyes. You have no idea how many people comment negatively about that. So very important. Look at the inside. Okay. So today, just go and really appreciate all the wonderful things, the wonderful inside things about your animal companions. Anyway, wishing you and all your animal companion family members a wonderful day. Take care. All the best.